All right. I'm live on the gram. I'm live on Facebook. I hate on um on YouTube that y'all put peace to God before I do. Y'all can wait a minute before y'all start writing stuff on YouTube. Much appreciated. Anyway, we got a upcoming webinar on the 26th, November 26th. It is the 2/41/2/42/1983 constitutional suit webinar. Y'all gonna need this. Get tickets out, jonahbey.com. Y'all gonna need this. Even with what I'm gonna talk about tonight, we got suits we gotta do. We gotta beat their butt with suits, man. And I guess I'm gonna just, with no further ado, just get started with what I want to talk about. Now, y'all know Kyrie Irving, Kanye West, in the news about being anti-Semitic. Now, both of them told them, how could I be anti-Semitic when I am a Hebrew, right? I am one of the lost tribes, right? We don't know who y'all are. Y'all are converts. Y'all converted over to Judaism, right? So let me put this in the chat. Got it in the chat. Y'all can read along with me. Here we go. This is the history of Memphis, Tennessee, coming from Wikipedia. The history of Memphis, Tennessee, and its area began with many thousands of years ago with succeeding cultures of indigenous people, aka melanated Moors. In the first millennium, it was settled by the Mississippian culture. The Chickasaw Indian tribe emerged about the 17th century and migrated into the area. Now, y'all know this is lies. Yeah, they were on a river. It wasn't called the Mississippi River. It was the Nile. And they wasn't Chickasaw Indian tribes. It was the Egyptians of the Bible. The Egypt and the Egyptians of the Bible. Right? It says the earliest European exploration may have encountered remnants of the Mississippian culture by the Spanish explorer Hernando de Soto. Later, French explorers led by René Robert Calavier likely encountered the Chickasaw. The European American city of Memphis was not founded until 1890. That's a damn lie. It was in the Bible many thousands of years ago. The city was named after the ancient capital of Egypt on the Nile River in North Africa. That's a damn lie. The Nile is what y'all today call the Mississippi. In ancient times, this was known as Northwest Africa or Amexem. It rapidly developed as major trading center for cotton cultivated at the region's large plantations dependent on the work of enslaved African Americans. Bullshit, right? Now, I just wanted to read that part. There's a lot of history there. And there's a lot of history that they are hiding. Now, if you move down, it talks about the early history. And they show you pictures of all these mounds and pyramids off to the right hand side. It says, from about 10,000 BCE, Paleo Indians, that means the oldest of Indians, and we weren't Indians. Remember, the word Indian comes from the Dutch Indian Trading Corp, which was a company, the first multinational company that was uh, incorporated for slavery. And the slaves that company moved around was only in about a little more than a million. Took them 100 years, and they was moving slaves from India, China, and all that, right? All you gotta do is Google, go into Wikipedia, and read about the Dutch Indian Trading Corp, right? Was no so-called Africans or black people, melanated people on those ships, according to their own records, right? Then it says, and later archaic Indians lived in communities of hunter-gatherers in the area that covers modern-day southern United States, approximately 800 CE to 1600 CE. The Mississippi River Delta was populated by those tribes of the Mississippian culture, a mound building Native American people who had developed in the late woodland Indian period. The Tipton Phase people were local expression of the Mississippian culture. They inhabit the region of modern day Tipton, Lauderdale, and Shelby counties during the time first contact with Europeans at the arrival of De Soto expedition. By the end of the Mississippian period, the land was claimed and populated by the Chickasaw tribe. The exact origins of the Chickasaws are uncertain. You're right, because y'all just made it up. Noted, historian Horatio Cushman indicates that the Chickasaw, along with the Choctaw, may have had origins in present day Mexico and migrated north. Bullshit, they were always there, just like when you get to Mexico, Mount Putipucu and all that is King Solomon's temple of the Egypt, the lower part or upper part of Egypt in the Bible. And how do you know this? If you pick up the book When Rocks Cry Out by Horace Butler, it's all in there, right? Now you know it is King Solomon's temple and all that because they talked about it, and it, you know it is Jerusalem, 100% Jerusalem, because they have a brick wall, multi-layered. It's like 3 layers of zigzag walls, and it's called the millet, I think. That's what the name they called it. Anyway, in the Bible, it describes the same walls. And it's still there. Yeah. Yeah. Jerusalem. It really was the temple of Horus. Horus Islam. Peaceful land of Horus. One of the Anunnakis, right? Now, let me go on. When Europeans first encountered them, the Chickasaw were living in villages in what is now Mississippi, with smaller number of areas, Savannah Town, South Carolina. 20th century scholar Patricia Galloway says that the Chickasaw may have been migrants to the area from the west and may not have been descendants of the prehistoric Mississippian culture. The oral history supports this, indicating they moved along with the Choctaw from west of Mississippi in prehistory. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so I got another thing I want y'all to check out. I'm putting it in the chat about Memphis, Tennessee, or Memphis from the Bible. Right? Let's check this out. All right, it's in the chat. Pull that link up. And it says Memphis, an ancient Egyptian necropolis in the heart of the Bible Belt. Now, the funny thing is, first thing you see on that page is you see a map of Mississippi today, and you see all the damn pyramids that are still there. They are still there, but hidden and not hidden well. You'll see them. Go ahead, look at the map. All right. All right. It's a bent pyramid. It's a red pyramid. Amenhotep the third pyramid. The Pepi first pyramid. Doza pyramid. Sacramum pyramid. The Temple of Ptah is inside the Memphis Zoo. Right? Now, let's go on. It says, this is the hijack. This is what they wanted to write about the map, right? It says, a fictional city map combining elements of Memphis, Tennessee. Most importantly, the base layout with the red road in black and elements derived from the necropolis of ancient Memphis, Egypt. Both the rivers and two harmonious sites lie on. The Mississippi and the Nile are visible. The color red identifies element zones of the urban geography and the American city, whereas the color yellow identifies archaeological sites of ancient Egyptian capital, mostly grouped into three main archaeological areas. Now, they said fictional. It ain't fictional. They just told you that the geography of these pyramids is still there, right? Which is crazy. But hold on. Let's read some more and look at some more pictures on this page. Memphis is a major urban area in the south of the United States and one of the most prominent cities built along the Mississippi River. The blues country, rock and roll, hip hop scene, as well as Memphis style barbecue, somehow made American city more famous for it than the ancient Egyptian capital inspired over time. Winchester and Jackson in 1890. How would y'all know if it was more popular than the Memphis of the Bible? Bullshit. Bullshit. But I want y'all to just go down and look at all the ruins of Egypt and Memphis. I'm looking at a picture there and it says, above Memphis Zoo, Tennessee, main building below. Midrayana, Egypt, remains of the Temple of Ptah. The real Temple of Ptah right there. It's inside the zoo. Superposing the maps of Memphis, Tennessee and Memphis, Egypt implies creating correspondent with elements of two distinctive geographics, which result in extremely plausible landscapes. See, they're lying. They're actually showing you exactly what's in Memphis, but they want you to believe that they took the pictures of Africa and put them here in the landscape of Memphis. Now, if you was gonna so-called impose Egypt here in America, if it wasn't really the Egypt of old, right? Why impose it there in Memphis, Tennessee? There's so many places you could have chose, like California, to put these so-called pyramids, right? Then it shows a clear picture. Woman riding a quad bike in a marshy field close to Memphis Riverside. The background industry with the 5th Dynasty archaeological remains of Abashur area, the pyramid of Neferkari. You can see the two pyramids in the background as she's riding. This is all really there. Then they have this farm, and you can see a necropolis that goes underneath with the stones. And it says, the entrance of Sennacherib of Saqqara, burial place of sacred bulls situated between scrap metal dealers and wood storehouses in the industrial logistics area, North Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah, most of your artifacts, right, that they show you that came from so-called Egypt in Africa today, they all came from here. They moved them over there or said that they came from over there to make you believe that was the original Egypt. It wasn't. Now, y'all really got to get into the Akshra Aces and learn about the Anunnakis because they even talked about Thoth. Oh, yeah, and they found the emerald tablets of Thoth right here in America. And Thoth talked about it was a catastrophe, right? And they had to move it for a short period of time over into what y'all call Africa. Now you see this huge necropolis or temple, and they got regular rinky dink 1,000 square foot houses in front of it trying to block it. It says the western gate of the funeral complex of Dozer Saqqara marks the property boundary between the back gardens and the houses situated in Manassas Street, those situated in Woodlawn Street, Memphis, Tennessee. Now, years ago, when I first started teaching about law, my first seminars was in Memphis, Tennessee. Me, my wife, and London went and seen all these temples and stuff. They're there. I suggest y'all make a trip this coming summer to go look at these things to prove who you are and where you are. Yeah, y'all are the Hebrew tribes. Y'all are not Jew, Jews. No such thing. They took the word Jews and took it from the word Judah. And Judah is just one of the tribes, right? Then it shows this church, and it says the Greater Faith Baptist Church of Henderson Avenue, a certain dominance at the center of one of the courtyards of the necropolis of Saqqara. It's such bullshit, y'all. They literally are showing you what is there and then saying it's not there. Then they got the Pine Hill, and it's a golf course, and it got a pyramid right in the middle. But they want you to think it was superimposed. It's not real, but it's really there. Then to make y'all believe, oh, it's truly not true, they got this glass pyramid that has Bass Pro Shop. It's there in Memphis, right? I think Bass doesn't own it anymore, but it used to be a museum years ago. And they used to have a bunch of Egyptian artifacts in that museum, that glass uh, pyramid, right? That they just made modern, right? And now they took a picture of that and put it inside the desert of, Africa, right? Now, this is interesting. This is what they wrote. More recently, the collaboration with Memphis-born rapper Juicy J allegedly motivated Katy Perry to opt for an Egyptian theme for a video clip of her single Dark Horse to pay homage to his Memphis roots. That was the last prominent connection between the American city and the Egyptian necropolis until this map was created. Now, why would Juicy J know all about the Egypt being there and all the pyramids there if it ain't there? And he's from there, right? But I don't want you to believe me. I don't want you to believe him. I want you to go to Memphis, Tennessee and check it out for yourself. Now, the place you want to go is the Greater Faith Baptist Church of Henderson Avenue. That's the first place you're going to start seeing the remains of ancient Egypt all over the place. Blocks is too big and too heavy for them to get rid of. They never could get rid of them. All right? Go check that out. So, with that being said, let me open up the call lines. Let me open up the call lines. And let's talk about this. I'm going to caller 614-432. Peace to the God. Peace.
What up, God?
What up, God?
7-7. I got a question. I might be a little bit off topic, man. I don't want to switch it up, but
don't.
My question is, my question is regards to traffic court, right?
I said don't.
Oh, you said don't?
Yeah, don't.
My bad. I'm gonna check back in. I got you. I'm gonna check back in Wednesday.
All right.
Peace, God.
Peace, God. Yo, y'all gotta stop doing that. Y'all talk about those other subjects with law every week, all week long, and I say the same stuff. Y'all gotta go in the archives and hear the old shows. The questions y'all have already been answered mad time. If I bring up new information and I open up the call lines, y'all want to talk about a traffic ticket. How many times must I go over that so you can beat it? First of all, and the dude called up as soon as I said don't. Crazy. This is why he don't know what the fuck to do. I came out with a new template. Right? I told y'all about it last week, right? And the template is called Constitutional Jurisdiction Challenge. Go buy that template. You could beat any traffic case with that. That one damn document. But you know what? The brother who needed to hear it, he got off, never heard it. So next week. So guess what I'm going to do? Come Wednesday, if he's on, I'm going to refer him back to this show after he hung up and said, there go your answer. Go listen to that. I'm not even going to answer the question for him. He don't put no effort into learning any damn thing. It don't make no sense. That's what pisses me off. That's what makes me get short with people and ride people and get on people. I'm not your fucking genie. You're here to learn law to handle many problems, even problems you don't have yet, but you'll have them later. Stop the bull. All right, I'm going next caller. 336-866. Peace to the God. Peace.
Peace, God.
Peace.
Now, I ain't too much to drop, man. But yeah, you going in, man. This is, about this shit a long time ago, man. You just bringing it back around and showing and proving what you already said. It's already in the archives about the land, man. They don't flip this whole shit. It's been like that.
Absolutely. And then trying to get on anybody who's rich and famous that got clout that what people would listen to, get on them about being anti-Semitic because they're trying to tell us, where we are and who we are. Where we are and who we are. Listen, there's a book that's out that was written by a Jew who said what tactics they use when anyone comes out with the truth. And they're using the exact same tactics that they got in this book. And then look at how they think everyone's trying to say Kanye's crazy. How could he be crazy if he's telling the truth about who owns most businesses that are affected by melanated people the most?
Well, that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that does that, they throw it's like they did. They get rid of Martin Luther King, everybody, all great, man. Everybody that we looked up to, our idols, everybody that we looked up to, mentors, everything. And that's why, I'm really concerned about you because You know, no disrespect to you, bro, but the shit you drop, bro, you don't even need to be on social media. Fuck you too, all that shit.
Well,
It's too much, bro.
Well, I feel
much.
you. I feel you. And I understand. And I actually feel the same. But they gave me the information to teach our people, right? And that's where our people are. Do you know our people don't even watch TV? They're on social media and all that stuff. It would be no way.
They on their programs.
Yeah, it would be no way to reach them if I wasn't. Modern shit, you got to deal with modern times.
Yeah, but see, that's the whole point. See, that's another thing. It's just like you telling people now how the newbies and everybody, and that just come on, go study, go in the archives. These people need to start reaching out for knowledge. This shit ain't gonna come to you. You gotta go get it.
But all right, I'll give you an example, right? I'll give you an example. Back when I started, right? Internet wasn't popping or none of that. Did you know how we used to get information? We had to go to the law library. Right? It was almost impossible to be where we are today if it wasn't for the internet. It's the same with social media. And then you got to understand, if the ancestors give me a job to do and I don't do it, my name is Jonah. They're going to have this beast swallow me up. So I got to just do what I'm told to do and rely on them to protect me. And they're more than capable. I mean, do you know it's almost been 20 years since I've been teaching? Ain't nothing happened to me yet.
Yeah, I know. That's the scary part. But now you about to drop this webinar and everything on this lawsuit shit. Whew, boy, that's going to be...
Yeah. Well, look at how many times I pump faked that. I was always about to drop it and didn't drop it, right? Now is the time. I've been warning them we were coming for the longest with these lawsuits. Now it's time, because I think we have enough people where I'm protected, you're protected, right? If everyone's doing it, we're protected. If one person do it, he's dead. You see what I'm saying? Like, y'all are more unified than y'all believe y'all are. Even the newbies, right? The minute that the newbies go and authenticate the birth certificate, right? And then they do the injunction. They down with us. They down with us. They down with the group. That's at least how the powers that be see it, because we're unified, because we're doing all the same process. And everyone's getting remedy. That's the unity. We don't need an organization like BLM, right? So that they can attack the organization. There is no organization to attack. It's just a bunch of people doing the same shit, enforcing the Constitution and getting remedy.
And they make it so bad. We're not geographically in one spot. We're all over.
Yo, all over, B. And it's just like a movie, one of these spy movies. They always say, well, we don't know how to fight what is it called? A terrorist cell. A terrorist cell is, they be like a small groups of people, all walks of life, and then they just activate and start attacking us. We don't know where the source is coming from. That's what we're doing. All with paperwork. All with the words that they said they must do. Which is very important.
It is very important. And it's going well, man. You progressed this shit very well, bro. And it's just, it's moving in the right direction and everything. It's just, the people, I think, need to be more involved and more really concerned about this shit.
A lot of our people don't do anything until it affects them. They're forced to do it. Once they force, then they jump in. And then a lot of people, once they forced and jump in, then they in for life, because then they see, oh, this is what this is. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then
I ain't knocking at how they came in. I ain't gonna knock how they came in, long as they get here. Some people come late.
True indeed.
Some people come early. A lot of people came early, fell off, and then come back.
Right.
It's still the same.
True.
It's still the same.
They're not fighting for their freedom. Yeah, they're not. Yeah, it's still the same, but they're not fighting for their freedom, man.
I agree with
this
you.
Shit is all this shit is about.
I agree with
freedom,
you,
man. It's about being totally free, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you keep doing your work, man.
All right, thank you, my brother.
You, bro.
Thanks for the encouragement. Peace, God.
No doubt. Peace, God.
I on High Radio said some folks try to say that Memphis is a Greek word. But what does that have to do with the geography aspect? Well, it has nothing to do with geography aspect. And then, the problem with when y'all say a Greek word, right? Y'all are thinking that Greeks were so-called white people. The Greeks were black, melanated, Moors, right? They just did some digging and found a mosaic of ancient Greece, right? And in the middle of the mosaic is this black god. And then all the people around the mosaic were black. The Greeks were melanated. So it don't matter if it was a Greek word. See, we have been listening to the hijackers say stuff like, oh, it's Greek, right? It's Roman. The Romans was melanated. All these people in ancient times was melanated because their ancestors, the hijackers, were still on all fours living in caves as cavemen. Keep that in mind. All right? All right, so I'm going to the next call. I'm going to 651-442. Peace to the God. Peace.
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 I was just say like the word Americas. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
The word Americas is the word Marrakesh. Is that right?
Yes. Now hold on. Let me also show you another way they flipped it. We never called what we call Egyptian, Mizraim. We never called it that. Our ancestors wrote that it was called Ta Mary. From Ta Mary, they created Ta Mary Ka, right? Because it was the Kas or the Khans that ruled. Ta Mary Khan, right? Which became American. They took the T off. Remember, we spoke Semitic languages in Arabic and stuff like that, in Hebrew. That was the name. The name is still here. Ta, or shorten it, is Ta Mary. And we have tons of literature by our ancestors in biblical times calling it Tamari, Tamarika, Tamarican, right? This shit was not named after some guy called Italian guy American von Spusi. That's a lie. That's a hijack.
What's the first letter? I didn't get it.
T-A.
In that word?
T-A.
No, they in the Tamarica or Tamarica?
Yeah. T-A, sometimes T-A-H, because we didn't use vowels like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's Tamarica. Or Tamarakan.
Like Tom.
Yes.
Like T like Tom.
Yeah. T-A. Ta. So that's the biggest secret. They're trying to hide who you are and where you are, right? Now, I don't know if it's true, but they lied about all the maps too. They rearranged them. It's supposedly you can walk in the Grand Canyons to the parts that they don't let you. And of course, you're going to see Egyptian necropolis, Egyptian temples and cities and all that, right? But they say if you keep on walking through the the Grand Canyon, you'll end up in Africa, which is implying it's still connected. It's still connected, but they're hiding that. They're hiding that fact. So you're not going to be able to find out because they got border patrols. They're never going to let you go that far into the forbidden parts of the Grand Canyon. But from years, 100 years ago, there's people who confirmed it. All right, but since I wasn't there, I can neither confirm or deny. I'm going to 636-249. Peace to the God. Peace.
Peace to God. Another wonderful show, God.
Thank you, bro.
Sure. Yeah, it's one. This is definitely one of those. Definitely.
I definitely hope
what?
they went
They
to
Katy
the link
Perry.
that I gave them and they started looking at all the pictures in that link.
Yeah, I'm about to talk about one of the pictures right now. That's
Okay.
okay. Katy Perry song with Juicy J. When that song first dropped, the beat and everything was great. And also, when I saw the video, I was so offended. I was pissed. I was like,
it was a shit on us.
Like,
it shitted on us.
Huh?
It shitted on
Big
us,
time.
the ones that know the truth.
Yeah. So my question to you, right now, I mean, like, it's evident that everyone is against us, let alone some of our own selves.
Well, why wouldn't they be? Think about it.
So much different.
Think about it. Why wouldn't they be? If you are the Moors, you are the ones who actually created the caliphship. That means kingship. You took it all around the world, created kingships, kingdoms, satellites, and then you gave them all the architecture, culture, because they said that's what the Moors did, right? And that means the land, they are the original rulers. They own all the lands on the planet. So for these people to take over those lands, they took on our names and our culture and said they were the originals. Now, this is why the so-called Indians, native people, Native Americans don't want to take DNA tests because they still got the bones of our ancestors.
That was my next thing up until you.
They still got the bones of our ancestors. How easy would it be for them to take the DNA from one of the ancestors and the DNA of them people and say, them ain't the people. They're not related, right? Because melanated people have no Neanderthal genetics. The people that's calling themselves Arabs, the people that's calling themselves JEW, all these people got Neanderthal, Chinese, Asians, because what? You can't dismiss the Asians. The Asians claim that they are what? Native Americans. No, they're not. They got Neanderthal blood. So they can't be either. But guess what? Exactly. When you match that DNA up to the so-called black people, all of us match.
Yep. Big fact. Big fact. I just want all the listeners to hear this. And one other thing, probably like 15 years ago, 13, 14, 15 years ago, was this Corbin guy, a.k.a. Black, and this Caucasian guy arguing in the back, going back and forth. And he's talking about, well, I was going to be black president, all this extra stuff, and Of course, Obama came down the line or whatever. Anyway, they was arguing stuff like that. And they asked me, like, yo, what do you think about America? I'm like, bro, who owns America? Nobody can answer that question. And here it is, you can prove that it is a corporation and it is actually owned.
Mm-hmm.
Actually owned.
Yes.
People, we need to really wake up for real. We are getting screwed every single direction. I mean, I'm telling you, these lines about what's up above us in the sky.
Nobody wants you to know who you are. Nobody wants to give back the shit that they've stolen. You see, they don't own it really. All they are trustees. But when the heir comes back, the trustee has to give all the property to the heirs. That's why they don't want you to be the heirs. That's why they flipping on Kanye and Kyrie and anyone else that lets you know you're the heir. Because then you might start investigating.
Yeah.
Then you might start dropping the information I'm dropping and proving it.
Yeah, I want more names. I always been one for Kanye. I'm never a fan of anybody. But Kanye from the beginning. When that dude tried to redeem himself, that I sold my soul for a couple of Happy Meal toys.
Look.
Said, that's gonna be that
he
guy.
Was
right
hijacked. There. He was hijacked by a witch, right? He was always on it. Remember, they couldn't shut him up when he said what? George Bush don't like black people. He was ready to do it then.
Big fact.
Right? He was ready to do it then. He kept on. If you think about it, go back in the past. He always said some truth. Kanye has always done that. Always. Jay
wouldn't have stuff releasing Jews and stuff himself, like Magna Carta and stuff like that. Everyone for Kanye. My truth.
And then Jay want to be a sucker about it. Think he helping the culture. He'll make the song with Kanye, "Niggas in Paris." And what was the peace treaty of Paris was them what? Getting dominions over the Moorish lands, the Moorish Empire. That's what the Treaty of Paris is about. So they make the song about it, but they know good and damn well our regular people don't know shit about that. So it means nothing. How you going to give them knowledge over their head?
Exactly. That Magna Carta was the truth. But still, Kyrie, all these guys. I'm ashamed of Shaquille O'Neal. LeBron was my cat. If he tried to blow the whistle,
I ain't like
don't
Shaquille.
What's going on in the world, but this bull crap now.
I haven't liked Shaquille when he said when he retired from basketball he was going to become a cop. I said he a sellout. How you gonna want to become a cop if you already a multi-millionaire? Why would you be a grunt cop and risk your life? You wanted to beat people up.
And he was really protecting that Masonic ring of his.
Yes.
Don't speak on that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But Jay-Z is what's ill is
in Atlanta, and they're the ones who's causing the gang violence.
What's ill is everyone that you're dissing, the rappers, they all are part of the Masons. Jay-Z, all of them. Yeah. So that's what's happening. Everyone who came out to speak against Kyrie is a Mason. And they just told you Meek Mill. Kanye told you Meek Mill was one. We didn't even know Meek Mill was one.
90 seconds.
Should have known.
Yeah. But that's our show for today. Yeah. Wonderful talking to you. Peace, God.
Peace, God.
I'm sorry I had more callers. I can't get to them. We only got 1 minute. Upcoming webinar on the 26th, November 26th, is the one you've been looking for. Suing all these people who violated your rights that was guaranteed by the constitutions. So be there, be square. I'll talk to y'all again Wednesday. I don't even believe I'm on the radio. Y'all know I just flew in from a private seminar. I just got back maybe an hour ago. I still got on the radio. Hardest working man live. All right, then. Peace, gods. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I know I did. I'm out.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
All right, YouTube. I'm out of here. See you again Wednesday. Peace. And if y'all can, give a little donation, little support. Let me get some thumbs up, man. Y'all got all these people on the stream. Only 35 people did a thumbs up. Give me some more. In all actuality, I really don't care if y'all give me thumbs up because I'm not monetized. I teach it for free. I want the engagement, y'all giving me thumbs up or thumb down, right? Because the algorithm, the computer, will send the video out to more people if you give it to me. So give me some thumbs up. Thanks. Peace. I'm out.